And I would now like to introduce you to the tournesol. The tournesol people, it's actually a nickname because their real name was Robert and Amelia Fila. These people were, let's go chronologically. First, they were musicians, and they had this concept, this project, this concern, which could be summarized this way. What doesn't have a name does not exist. Therefore, as musicians, they were extremely puzzled, if not upset, by the absence of nouns given to chords. So they decided to make a very large inquiry, a list, a big taxonomy of all the possible E major chords and to name them. Let's see a short example.
Bungee cord.
Fingerboard.
Anchorword.
Battle sword.
Harpsichord.
Sandwich board.
Tape record.
Power cord.
Diving board.
Anchor rod.
Unexplored.
Motherboard.
Ironing board.
Henry Ford.
Overlord.
Unexplored.
President Gerald R. Ford.
Paperboard.
Running board.
Broadsword.
Vocal cord.
Running board.
But that was only the beginning, as you may already understand. To name the things of the world, especially chords, music chords, was only, say, the very first string of a vast tapestry they wanted to sew. So their great intention was to count, was to give numbers to everything around them, because they had this idea that there was a perfect replica of their village somewhere else on Earth. Obviously not the perfect resembling set of houses and roads and so on, but much more a sort of subtle connection, such as the number of gravels, or the number of tiles, or the number of streets lights. The idea, as we can understand, is that the world proliferates in its individualities, but behind this proliferation lies one truth, one simple truth, one universal truth, which is a set of numbers. And let's see how they proceed.
2, 5, 6, 6, 7, 3, 2,
4,
2,
4,
3,
4,
4,
4, 5,
5,
6,
5,
7,
6,
7,
6,
2,
6,
2,
5,
3,
3,
4,
2, 3,
5,
3,
6,
4,
6,
7,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
2,
6,
2,
3,
3,
3,
4,
2,
unmount, to dismantle their house in order to count every item of this house. So they started with the roof, where they removed time after time, counting precisely how many nails, how many pieces of wood. So after a few months, there was nothing left except the masonry, and the result was astonishing. 254 tiles, 75 pieces of wood, 769 nails. They went on and on and on until the point where their house was nothing else than a stack of stones, but this emptiness was, of course, hiding a huge amount of numbers. Unfortunately, they died very soon after this experience, so they could not reach this fantastic point of discovery where they could prove the existence of a similar village, a sort of replica, as I said, of their village somewhere else on Earth. But, in spite of this apparent failure, a lot of people followed their examples. These people were called the tournesols. And I'd just like to give you a few hints of what they found out. For instance, the ship's ringings are as numerous as the hair in a maiden from Munich on 23rd of July 1924. Another example. The snowflakes falling on pylons on a February night in Mr. Hubert's field are exactly as numerous as the freckles on the left arm of his mistress, Lady von Hobo. And all together, this is 20,575. Of course, this can seem a little bit abstract, but when you summarize this whole quantity of knowledge together, you end with something tremendous, which is a new description of the world, which somehow escapes from nouns and grammar. Because what is the need of saying the freckles on the left arm of Miss von Popo if you know that it's 27,569? Just say 27, and so on and so forth. So, the tournesolers gathered as a sort of a little sect and developed a very special teaching, a new pedagogic system where every word was replaced by a number. Indeed, when the children knew which word was corresponding to which number, it was so easy. Let's attend a very short grammar lesson from the tournesols.
Way 79. G, D, F, G, D, S. Number one, genius. Number one, thank you. Number one, genius. Number one, thank you. Average 93, 39.
That's 9, 9, 9, 976, thank you. 9, 7.
71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 73.
The tournesols have also a strong influence on the music of their regions, and I would like to invite Adam to explain us one of these fantastic musical genres of these people.
Many musical genres and traditions are usually forgotten or lost forever, but maybe not. Thanks to the very patient work of some fantastic musicologists who generally prefer to remain anonymous, of course. We can reconstruct or reconstitute a particular tradition from a region or a point in time. Here, we are very proud to bring you the resurrection of the long-lost genre of the 1-second song.
As their name clearly points out, the main characteristic of the 1-second song is the duration of 1 second, no longer and no shorter. We will start with the taxi driver's song. Now, this is a special song and every town knows it, because in every town, no taxi driver knows where they are. They don't know the names of the streets or where the music venues are. The taxi driver's song goes like this: it's not here. Because the taxi drivers are like, it's not here, right? So William Sundgren was so inspired by this that he made his first 1-second song, It's Not Here, performed by Gwen. It's not here.
After some exhaustive research, we came to the conclusion that, in fact, love is a central topic in songwriting. And of course, the 1-second songs are no exception. Here we have a particularly interesting example, mostly sung by young men who state pretty clearly what is on their mind. See if you can catch it.
Do you want it or not?
The 1-second song often go by pairs. This is the answer of the previous song, mostly sung by young women. When the first song is anonymous, the second song was composed by Zoe, and the title is When I Hear Your Voice, it's like a soft wind breathing on my heart, brought by the sweet wings of the dawn of love, in a clear spring morning. Here it is.
For the sake of efficiency and in order to save time, frequently we have two 1-second songs performed simultaneously. Here we have a double 1-second song. The first is called Ho Yeah. It is a military song sung by soldiers to hail each other during a wartime. And the second song is really nothing. It's just called Pee Wee.
Pee Wee!
This dramatic intensity of the 1-second song has quickly become the center of attention of theater people, actually, and especially theater directors, which, as we might know, always tend to steal what the musicians invent, of course. And here, for example, is a 1-second attraction of a very famous play.
But no worries, ladies and gentlemen. Our friends, the objects, also have their dedicated 1 second song. Here we will hear the song of the old squeaky armchair.
The 1 second song are used for any moment of life. This is a divorce song called Divorce.
A subgenre, the professional 1 second song. This one, for example, is called Hard is the Wall. It was used to coax the bricks, and it's a Mason song.
Hard is the wall!
Yes, and full of sorrow, please. This is Countless, an accountant song.
Rare but important are the organ's 1 second song. Here we will hear the liver song, sung by itself.
The private use of the 1 second song is by no means its smallest quality. Anyone, anytime, anywhere can compose, perform, or repeat a 1 second song. It's a very important element in the democratization of music because even without any musical education, an artistic output can flourish and can amaze an audience. Here we have an excellent example, if I'm correct. Yes, a subgenre called the female body emblem songs. This is sung by two people, the woman who proposes or invites or anything of that nature, and the man, or any lover she chooses really, who tries to complete the proposition as quickly as possible.
My sweet,
Armpits,
my big,
eyebrows,
my tender,
nostrils,
my soft,
fingers,
my left, my strong, my real, my own, my pure, my tremendous.
But if then the proposition is not accepted, the death song is played.
The extreme richness of the 1 second song genre was, of course, the open door to decadence and variations and extensions of all kinds. For instance, one dimension which was very, very strong in the southern part of Europe, namely ex-Yugoslavia towards Slovenia, was the extension in time of the 1 second song, up to 3, 4, even 5 seconds. But after a few years, some examples were discovered of a 1 second song which has been extended to 12 times. So we asked Primoz, who is an expert in the music of this region, to reconstitute what could be Hard is the Wall, the Mason song, stretched towards 12 hours. Primoz is going to attend that, and we have all the night with us, so Primoz,